How to find the time to learn how to code, even if you're a busy designer, have family obligations, and are an all around busy person and you have a lot going on. So, one of the main objections to learning how to code that I've found in surveying a group of designers on their barriers to learning the skill is the fact that they feel that they don't have any time to learn how to code. And so, what are some simple solutions to figuring out how to make time for a skill that will really help your career, where you can start to build custom websites as opposed to just doing the basic web designs that you can do by using several tools out there that help you build websites? But how can you really do something custom for your client that helps you be a step up over other designers out there? And so, in order to do that, you need to make the time to learn how to code. And that helps you to go into that section, the CSS, to add your custom styling, to add codes to interesting features on the site that maybe not possible by using some of these other builders where you really need to do something that requires programming. It is time consuming to learn a new skill, but what do we do to make the time for it? And the first way to do it is to really find your why. Like, why are you deciding that you need to do this? Because when you have a strong reason to do something, you're going to make the time for it. So if it's not something that you're prioritizing now, maybe it isn't something that you feel is important in your life. But if you really feel that you want to do this because it's going to help you earn more money, it's going to help you build things that will have more impact for your client, you're going to, in your mind, make it a priority that is something you're going to set time out for. And another trick to really figure out whether you are to make time for this is to do a time study. And what is that? That's basically when you really just take time out of your day, like take maybe 3 to 5 days, and just write down what you're doing throughout the day in 30-minute increments, maybe 15 if you're feeling very motivated. And don't think about it, just write it down. Just make a chart and just write down what you're doing every 15 to 30 minutes during a day, and do it for a couple of days so you get a pattern of what you're doing. Don't analyze it while you're doing it, just do it for a couple days. And then what you're going to find after you do a time study is that there are really a lot of pockets of times where you're really kind of wasting time, that there are pockets of time where you're not really doing anything particularly productive. Maybe you're on social media, or you're watching TV, or doing things that you can actually take that time to spend some moments to learning a new skill. And the YouTube channel where I post our videos for Designers Learn Code, the whole purpose of those videos, the daily code snippet, is that they are short videos. So they are just going to teach you one thing, one concept a day. A majority of the videos are less than 5 minutes. Of course, there are a few that are longer, like the ones where I recap other videos, but I would say that the majority of videos are less than 5 minutes. So in a 24-hour period, if you're trying to learn something new, if you can't find 5 minutes to do it, then it's probably not a priority for you. So if it is something you want to learn, there is time in your day. You just have to find it, and you have to prioritize it, put it in your schedule, put it somewhere where you're going to know that when you get that alarm on your calendar, that you're going to do it. Once you make it a daily practice, it's something that you're going to be able to do regularly, and it's going to make an impact. I mean, this is how, I took on from the fall that I wanted to learn Italian because I'm taking a trip. So every day I get this reminder that I need to do my Italian lessons. And it takes me maybe 15 minutes a day. So, whenever I get that little reminder, because it's actually a notification to my email or a text message. So sometimes it doesn't always come at the same time. And sometimes I do ignore it and I miss practicing that day. But in general, by having that reminder, tells me when I need to do my lesson. And, in the few months that I've been doing it, I've already learned several words. I can say few sentences. So this is the same with coding. You know, you're going to learn a couple of terms here and there, and then you're going to learn how to put them together. And that's all it is. If you're so busy that you really can only spare a few minutes to it, there are resources for you that can make those few minutes purposeful, and you can learn this skill. Presented by Designers Learn Code.